This is State Farm agent Jason Hardy coming to you today with the El Dorado Wildcat. Jason Hardy, State Farm Player of the Week. And this week's Player of the Week is Spencer Poole. Spencer, congratulations for being named the Jason Hardy State Farm Player of the Week. My first question, as always, is how does that make you feel for your coaches to recognize your play and give you that honor this week?
Yeah, I feel good. It's just showing the work that's, paying off. So it's good.
All right. Okay. Talk to me a little bit. Good road win last week. Building up toward homecoming week. But let's talk about the road win a little bit. You're a senior linebacker, also H-back, played in both ways. Talk to me a little bit about how that evolved. How did you turn into a two-way player?
Yeah, I think I just texted Coach Hill one day and I told him that any way I can get on offense, just put me there. And I think it's just the want to win, playing both sides, just, put me wherever.
Just want to be on the field.
Yeah.
Yeah. That sounds like a football player right there.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I've always have heard. A football player just wants to get on the field. Doesn't care whether they play receiver, defensive back, whatever. Just get me on the field. And I love that answer. Just get me on the field some way or another. So from your linebacker spot, talking to Coach a little bit earlier, had a fumble recovery late in the game. Pretty good spot for a turnover right there. Talk to me about that and what took place there.
Well, that was actually an H-back. I had recovered the ball. We fumbled it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought the fumble recovery was on the defensive side. That's my fault. Sorry.
It's okay. But still, that was a big play because, if they get the ball, we're only winning by a touchdown, so they could go down tight. So that was a big play.
Gotcha. All right. And then also talk about your blocking from that H-back spot and what that brings to the team and what that means to you.
Yeah, I know the 10 other guys out there with me are going to block too, so it just makes me want to go, even more. So,
gotcha. All right. And then from linebacker spot, tell me a little bit about that. From your spot on the defense, what did you see? What did you see from your team? Not just from you, but from the rest of your squad defensively against that Marion team. They've been putting up some points.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And what did you see y'all were able to do to kind of hold them in check?
We play really hard every game, and the offense was able to stay on the field for a long time, so it kind of made our job easier. But we got 11 guys that play hard, so.
Team game. I love to hear it. All right. Coach, talk to me a little bit about your senior, Spencer Poole.
Well, he moved here as a sophomore and played some, and I knew the coach he played for over in Louisiana and talked to him, and he had great things to say about him. But he's developed into a player. He played for us last year. He's not the biggest guy, not the fastest guy, not the strongest guy. He says he's the best looking guy, but that's up for debate. But like you mentioned earlier, just a football player. Wants to be on the field, wants to help any way he can. He also plays several special teams, so he gets a lot of reps on Friday night. But we've kind of evolved into using 2 H-back set and it's been really good for us. But he had some huge blocks the other day. He fills back the backside and kicks the end, and I think he had 2 champion blocks, 2 pancake blocks of putting the guys flat on the ground. So very physical up front. So we're glad he's on our team, and he's been doing a good job for us. We expect him to continue that.
Sounds great, man. Talk to me about when you get that pancake block. How does that feel?
Yeah, I hadn't been a part of the offensive line until a few games ago, so I'm still kind of getting used to getting the pancakes and stuff. So. Right. It's fun just being in the the trench game. It's fun.
Well, I can't speak from experience, but I gotta think that even offensive linemen on that are regular offensive linemen, they don't get pancake blocks every game. I don't think that's something that's regular, is it?
Well, for us, we try to make it regular. So
cool. Yeah. All right, hey, that's the goal. That's the goal. Get that guy on his back. I like that. I like to hear that. So, from a defensive guy, and we talked to players that play both sides of the ball before. From a defensive guy going to the offensive side, talk to me, is there a mentality shift or mentality change for you when you're on one side of the ball or the other?
Well, I know I just, try to keep the same mentality, playing hard on both sides. I just know the guy, to the left or right of me playing hard too, so I'm trying to do the same.
All right. You talked a little bit about the offense keeping the ball and staying on the field and just really chewing up some clock. Use the run game a lot.
Yeah.
From your H-back spot. You expect to get the ball every now and then?
We hadn't put a play in just yet for me, but maybe one game.
I think maybe we ought to work that in, Coach. I mean, this guy's working hard over there, and he can maybe get him a carry or two.
I think we'll just keep giving him helmet stickers for pancake blocks, and we'll leave the ball carrying to somebody else.
Okay,
now, we might sneak one in there before it's all said and done. Who knows?
All right, man, that sounds really good. So Spencer, talk to me now. Big win last week. Talk to me about a win on the road like that. From a fan perspective, we may not always, we talk about road wins, but talk to me from a player's perspective. What's that like to go on the road and play? I mean, is there really a difference?
There's really not. You just got to go win. It was a long drive too, so we didn't want to come home with a loss either. So.
Nobody wants that long drive with a loss because it's just not fun, is it? All right. So you going into homecoming week now. I know Coach is going to say, we're dealing with the distractions and that sort of thing. But talk to me about that. How do you deal with those? Because there are distractions. There's all kinds of events and things around homecoming that aren't always there. What's going on at practices and what's going on and as far as what coaches are talking about to keep you focused on the game?
Yeah, the distractions, they really are a big thing. But when it comes around to Friday, got to start locking in and stuff. So we'll be ready.
All right, I love that confidence. I love that just simple statement. We'll be ready. Coach, what are you seeing out of your team coming into this homecoming week?
Well, like you said, the 4-hour road trip last week and coming back with a win was huge, and I think just kind of it gives confidence. There's big, you don't want to be arrogant, but you want to be confident in what you're doing, and I think we're in good shape there. I think our guys understand each game is each week is the most important game of the year. We can't look ahead or anything else. We have one job, and that's to beat Sylvan Hills Friday night, and I think our guys will be locked in. They'll understand there'll be a big crowd here. A lot of guys come back to watch them play. We've been fortunate the last few weeks and been winning. So we don't want to disappoint. Don't want to disappoint the alumni. Don't want to disappoint our community. Don't want to disappoint our crowd or anything else. So I think we'll be locked in. I think we'll be ready to play Friday night.
All right, sounds good. Well, I'm pretty sure I know one guy that's going to be locked in. It's Spencer Poole. He's got it. He's got that look about him. He's already said, just plain and simple, we'll be ready. So Spencer, I know you just heard Coach talk about we don't want to look too far ahead. The next game is the most important. But tell me, your senior year, what are some goals that are still ahead of you that you want to accomplish before you get out of here?
Just I'm still working on the little things to help me out. Whether it's breaking down before I make the tackle. Then at H-back, I'm still improving a lot. There's still a lot of things I got to improve on. I think I'm working on that right now. But I'm just trying to go out there and play ball. That's it.
Love to hear it. All right. Congratulations again, Spencer Poole, for being named the Jason Hardy State Farm Player of the Week. Wish you the best of luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.